Alright, I really didn't want to have to make this video, but Netflix isn't marketing Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3 at all. There's been no trailer yet. We are almost 2 weeks away exactly, and there's been no trailer. There's been one little teaser, a few stills, but no trailer, no marketing for the final part of the show, and it's driving me crazy. That's a whole nother video into itself. Hopefully while this video is out, the trailer's out, but for some reason I doubt it. I don't know why they're waiting so long, but whatever. While I've been waiting, this has just been on my mind after seeing this theory go around and around, and people talk about it everywhere. And the theory being that in Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3, the final part, the final season of the show, Terry Silver will some way, with a bomb or some type of explosive, will attempt to blow up the tournament. Yes, if you have somehow not seen this theory, it's been everywhere on all social media platforms. Yeah, I was just as shocked when I heard it for the first time. Now, once again, it is just a theory, but please, please, please don't let this happen. This is literally the definition of jumping the shark on a show. And Cobra Kai, you could say it's gone over the top, over above the groundedness of season 1, but this is like pushing that way too far, and it's just be a terrible decision. It would be terrible. And I didn't even think I would have to make a video talking about it. I feel like everyone would just think, like, when they hear this, it's so dumb, it's not gonna happen, the writers would never do this, which I still agree, and it might not happen, but after thinking about it for a while, I can see some teases in the previous seasons, in previous episodes this season, and some of the cast and crew have even teased that this might happen, and it's just so aggravating. Please don't let this happen. The first thing that I thought of when I heard this and breaking it down how this could happen is, you could say they teased it back in season 5 when Terry Silver burned down Mike Barnes' furniture store. And now that's just saying that Terry Silver is not afraid to commit these crazy crimes, including fires and blowing stuff up. Like, he burnt down Mike Barnes' furniture store just because he gave Daniel Silver's old, lawyer's number. He burned down his whole business just because of that. Like, Silver is not afraid to do this shit. But I don't think that's enough. If you're thinking that's not enough, I agree. But then you can take it back to this season, season 6, episode 3 in part 1, at Johnny's baby reveal party, when there's a package left at the LaRusso's door, and Daniel picks it up, brings it over to Johnny, and you can hear a ticking sound in it, and Johnny and Daniel both think it's Silver that sent them a bomb.
What about Silver? I could see him pulling a Unabomber move like this. Don't move it. Oh, we know it could have a dead man switch.
Obviously, it wasn't that. It was just the gender reveal thing. But just the fact that they thought that could be them, could be the writers foreshadowing that Silver actually has a bomb and is capable of bringing a bomb with LaRusso and Daniel and attempting to blow it all up. I didn't think that at first when I watched that, but after seeing all these theories, I'm just like, everything could matter. I mean, the writers, they would do stuff like that, where they tease something that could just be a joke at first and then could later be revealed as it actually happens. Kind of like how in episode 1 of season 6, Stingray is talking about how Johnny should take back Cobra Kai, and it's looking like at the end of at the beginning of part 3, Johnny will end up taking back Cobra Kai. But if that's not even enough for you, if you go to season 6, episode 8, right after Terry Silver returned to the show in season 6, and he's in Bangkok, and we see that flashback, he literally says this.
They took the one thing left in the world I cared about. So, if I'm going to hell, I'm taking them down with me.
It's actually gonna happen. Why would he say that? At first, I didn't think that meant, this, like, he'd actually take them down, like, kill them all with himself, but, like, I don't know, man. This theory's just been getting into my head, and it's been driving me crazy because I really don't want this to happen. But even if all of that's not enough for you to get behind it, the cast and creators have even teased this. Martin Kove, who of course plays John Kreese, who is notoriously known for spoiling some details in the show, reposted a fan art of Kreese with a sword or something, and in the background is a bunch of fire and flames that he's walking in front of. And his caption he put was, "Love this one, he's onto something." Now, he could be trolling us, but like I said, Martin Kove is known for, spoiling some details, but this is a pretty big detail. He could be trolling, he could be seeing this theories going around and just trolling people, but I don't think he would do that. Like, I don't know. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. So I can't find the interview. If I do, I will place it up here. But I remember the big three said in an interview that Netflix let them do or that they did something in this final part that they did not think Netflix would let them do. That was like the biggest thing they ever done. And I think they even used the word explosive. So shit's about to blow up, maybe. Now, this may sound dramatic, but I love Cobra Kai so much. Like, even like the dumb things, especially this season, I can just look past because the show means so much to me, and I've enjoyed it thoroughly for 6-7 years now, and it means so much to me. And there's not much that the show could do to ruin the whole show for me. But I think if they do this, this will definitely ruin the season, but could possibly ruin a huge aspect of the show. Because like I said, we're at the last tournament, we're at the last part of the show. I think if anything, you should lean back to the season 1 roots and be more grounded, if anything. Seem more like the All Valley from the first season. Seem more like, you know, the All Valleys from the movies. You know, I know it's still the Saikai Taikai, but I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that it's back in the valley from some pictures. So make it like as grounded as possible still. Make it like a real like tournament that's like this franchise is known for. Don't bring a bomb into it and blow up, you know, innocent people and teenagers and people who just don't deserve to be blown up. Like, I don't even think Silver would even go that far. I mean, you see the look on his face when Quan died back in part 2. Like, he looked disturbed. Like, he thought that was messed up. So why would he then bring a bomb and attempt to blow up the place like that? It's beyond stupid to me. And like, I can just see it. Like, it's honestly so generic and cheesy. I can see that, like, the bomb goes off, it's in slow motion, Kreese gets up from the rubble, he goes up and saves Johnny, and in saving Johnny he has to fight Silver, and there's a bunch of fire and flames in the background, and Kreese's last move of redemption, he goes out saving Johnny and maybe killing Silver and killing both of them, or not Johnny, killing Kreese and Silver, saving Johnny, and that's Kreese's redemption. Like, that's, yes, I do think Kreese should have a redemption, and that redemption could be his death, like him dying, going out in a certain way. But this way, I think it's just not the show. It would go way too past the foundations of the show, and especially for the last season. Like, we don't want to end it like this. And I know what some of you could be thinking, well, they've gone so far as in the last episode where Quan, you know, stabbed himself and died during the tournament. Yes, but I think that was more earned and definitely not as far. I mean, they've been like teasing this knife since earlier this season. And, you know, a wild card like Quan, if he pulls out a knife in this tournament, I think it makes sense for him to die and maybe even, you know, kill himself with the knife. Like, I think that made a lot of sense and fit with the show's, you know, tone. Maybe it's a little too far, but I think it made sense for what they're trying to go for. Maybe with this part 3, it's hard to tell now, but I don't think that's too over the top. It's pushing it, but I think it still makes sense and it still gets along with what the show's come to. But yeah, I like I said, this is just a theory. Nothing is confirmed yet. This is just basing off of me really reading into it, me, you know, seeing what the cast creators have maybe said or not said about it, and just thinking maybe it's gonna happen. But I really hope not. I really hope not. Take this with a grain of salt. This is just a rant video because, I don't know, I've just been seeing this going around for so long. And I'm just like, please, Cobra Kai Season 6, do not do this. You don't need to do this. Go out with a bang and not a bomb. Please, come on now. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is actually gonna happen? Do you think we're all just reading too much into it? Do you want it to happen? I mean, if you do, please let me know down below because I think this is ridiculous, but let me know all that. And yeah, Cobra Kai Season 6, we need this trailer. We need more marketing. We need the show. We need the last part. Hopefully I enjoy it. Probably will, as long as this stuff doesn't happen. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.